special Halloween episode of Pirate News. I'm Cooper Tennant. Today I will be bringing you news about events on campus, local news, and news from around the country. Seton Hall detected 3 new students who tested positive for COVID-19 on Tuesday, October 27th. This brings the new total of cases found to 48. Seton Hall has been randomly testing students since the beginning of the school year, but notably increased the amount of testing back on the 28th of September. Since then, 30 students and faculty members have tested positive for COVID-19. If you feel like you may have any symptoms, call Seton Hall Health Services at 973-761-9175 to make an appointment. In more shoe news, on November 5th from 7 to 8 p.m., Seton Hall will welcome Omar Effendim in partnership with Scholars for Syria to speak to students about Overzoom about the Race Forward Butterfly Lab, of which he is a member. The Race Forward Butterfly Lab brings together pro-immigrant leaders to build power for effective narratives that honor the humanity of refugees and immigrants. Effendim is a Syrian-American rapper/poet known for his unique blend of hip-hop and Arabic poetry. This free Zoom webinar will also feature Seton Hall student speakers and performers. And now we're going to head over to Dylan Camp with your sports update. Dylan?
Thanks, Cooper. Hello, sports fans. My name is Dylan Camp, here to get you up to date with all things sports. On Tuesday night, the Los Angeles Dodgers clinched their first World Series title in over 30 years. This hard-earned championship comes after falling to the World Series champion in each of the last 4 seasons. However, their championship was overshadowed by one of the craziest sports stories you may ever hear. One that epitomizes this wild year of 2020. During the middle of the game, Dodgers starting third baseman Justin Turner was taken out because it was discovered he had tested positive for coronavirus. During the game, the lab running the MLB player samples tested Turner's Monday sample, which came back as inconclusive. They then expedited his sample from that day, which came back as positive, and he was ordered to be removed from the game by Major League Baseball. However, during the Dodgers trophy presentation and celebration, Turner was seen on the field with the rest of his team. A questionable decision that Turner, the Dodgers, as well as the MLB will likely have to answer for. Pivoting to the gridiron, Thursday Night Football will see a divisional battle of the NFC South as the crumbling Atlanta Falcons travel to Charlotte to take on the Carolina Panthers. The status of Panthers star running back Christian McCaffrey is still up in the air. Rumors continue to swirl wondering when CMC can return to play, as he's been missing significant time due to an early season ankle injury. Now to the spookiest part of the NFL season, the New York football teams. The Jets will certainly be adding to their league worst point differential as they travel to take on a familiar face, their recently released former tailback Le'Veon Bell, and the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. The Giants will also have an uphill battle this week. They'll be facing off against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. This is the second consecutive week the Giants will be playing in primetime, which is confusing to say the least. Let's just hope this game doesn't feature Daniel Jones embarrassing himself once again, or both New York teams may be in the market for a new quarterback with their valuable draft picks this year. Lastly, Big East Media Day was on Wednesday, highlighted by the release of the December conference schedule. In the newly expanded 11-team Big East, Seton Hall was given 5th place in the conference's preseason rankings. The Pirates will open Big East play on December 11th at home against DePaul. December will feature 5 conference games for the Pirates, 3 of which will be played at home. Sandro Mamukelashvili was unanimously named to the preseason All-Big East first team, and Harvard transfer Bryce Aiken was named as an honorable mention. That is going to do it for your sports update. Once again, my name is Dylan Camp. Time to take it back to Cooper Tennant with more of the news you need to know.
Thanks, Dylan. In local news, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio has asked all New Yorkers to avoid travel for the holidays. While in a briefing from City Hall on Monday, de Blasio said, "I have to urge all New Yorkers do not travel out of state for the holidays," continuing by saying, "Do not travel to a state with a high infection rate. Do not travel to a country with a high infection rate." The mayor also wants federal government mandates for travelers to show proof of a negative COVID test within 72 hours of traveling on a plane. New York State currently requires mandatory self-quarantine when traveling from a list of 40 states and territories, including North Carolina, Florida, and Guam. In more local news, at South Orange's Board of Trustees meeting, Board of Health President Donna Collar said South Orange and Maplewood residents to get their flu shots as soon as possible. Collar stated, flu shots, are important this year because we don't want to have what is being termed a twin-demic, which will be a resurgence of COVID at the same time they're having issues with the flu. This sentiment is echoed by Dr. Anthony Fauci, who has warned about the U.S. seeing a major spike in COVID cases as the weather outside gets colder. Now it's time to take a look at the upcoming weather with Veronica Gail. Veronica?
Thanks, Cooper. Happy Halloween, Pirates. I'm Veronica Gail, here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today, expect some showers with a high of 53 and a low of 41. Tomorrow, there'll be more showers with a high of 43 and a low of 30. On Saturday, expect sunny skies, perfect for trick-or-treating, with a high of 48 and a low of 38. Sunday, there will be partly cloudy skies with a high of 58 and a low of 37. And lastly, Monday, it will also be partly cloudy with a high of 47 and a low of 37. That's all for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Veronica Gail. Then back to Cooper Tennant with more of the news you need to know.
Thanks, Veronica. In otherworldly news, NASA has confirmed the presence of water on the moon's sunlit surface. NASA was aware of ice existing on the lunar surface prior to this discovery, but the water they found is actually neither an ice or a liquid. They're actually molecules that are so spread apart that they form neither ice or liquid water. NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine says that they aren't sure if they can use it as a resource yet, but adds that learning more about the water is crucial to the U.S.'s plans to explore the moon. That's all for today's special Halloween episode of Pirate News. Once again, I'm Cooper Tennant. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, wear a mask, and have a great day.